Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's July 20th, Wednesday morning. Grain markets look to be higher here today. The overnight session was higher, 4 to 5 higher in the corn, about the same in the beans, 5 to 8 higher in the wheat market. One of the main factors is the weather forecast, and that's going to continue to be a factor throughout the session and probably for several more days. As the GFS model and the European model have kept us a little warmer for an extended period of time, taken a little bit of the rain out, but put a little rain in spots. So a very unsettled forecast, but a lot of the Corn Belt looks to be still hot and overall lacking in moisture. The concern right now of traders about the heat is what type of yield are we going to have. We're right in the middle of the most of our corn crop in pollinating, which historically has a huge impact on the overall yield that we might receive. And when we look at the ending stocks and you start adjusting yield and you start adjusting acres, it tightens up the ending stocks here for the 2011 and 2012 crop year significantly. Some forecasts right now are putting that traders have put out are in that 155 to 156 range. Our Rich Nelson here says it's even possible to have this yield drop down to 153.5, as we've seen in other years where we've had extended heat and dryness causing pollination problems. So something to watch very closely as we move through the next several weeks, and it's going to be very interesting when we get to the middle of August and Allendale does their annual yield survey, that what kind of numbers come out of there, because that's when we'll really see what the fields are able to produce. Other items that we're monitoring here this morning, Argentina said overnight that they have anywhere from 18 to 20 million metric tons of corn that's available for exports. They say they're talking to China to try to get some corn moved into China, and as we well know that they've been in negotiations. They haven't said that they specifically had resolved all the problems that they were working on with China, but certainly looks like there's an opportunity there for China to pick up some corn. Other problems in South America, the grain inspectors in Brazil have gone on strike. The inflation down there is over 20%. These grain inspectors are demanding a 24% increase in pay, and there's a lot of ships in ports that need to be loaded. So if this situation is solved in a few days, not a big problem. If it continues, we could see buyers coming back here into the U.S., certainly could be supportive. Also, word out of Europe, the European wheat harvest is slowed because of too much moisture. A few weeks ago we had dry areas. Now we've got too much moisture causing quality problems, causing delays in harvest in Europe, and that is supporting the milling wheat in Paris, supporting that price. So, and in turn supporting prices here in the U.S. We're also hearing of winter wheat harvest in western Nebraska. Yields there coming in 70 bushel an acre out by Sidney, Nebraska, which is well above average and certainly much greater than they thought they would ever get this year. And so those are some more items that traders have got to work through here as we move through this hot and dry season. Another major issue that traders are looking at is the EU Greece situation. The EU ministers are going to meet tomorrow, Thursday, to discuss what to do with Greece. They need The last payment was to get them through a few months. Now they're going to decide if they want to continue to pour money into Greece. And there's all kinds of rhetoric going on that some are saying, well, let's don't give them any more money. It's going to be a default anyway eventually. So that's one side of the story. Another is saying, well, we need the banks to put in more money rather than the governments. And another chatter is, well, let's just tax the banks and give this money to Greece. So a lot of different opinions. It'll be very interesting to see what kind of results comes out of that European ministers meeting tomorrow. Trade's watching it very closely. And then once we get through talking about that, now we've got the situation in Washington, D.C. with the U.S. Congress and the President and trying to decide if they want to raise the debt ceiling or not. Seems like there is some headways made there, but the trade has not yet convinced that it's a done deal. So those are key issues that are going to affect grain prices and investor attitude here over the next several days. In the livestock trade, the cutout values there were down 19 cents in choice, up 46 cents in the select. Some adjustment from the movement that we seen yesterday or on Monday. No cash trade has been made there. The heat that we've seen over the cattle feeding areas and here in the Midwest is certainly causing some livestock stress, causing a lack of gain. You're losing some percentage there on the cutout values. So those things are causing some support to this market, which on the other side of the equation, from the supply side, the demand is being curtailed as well, as consumers just are not cooking out in this extreme heat that we're seeing in the metropolitan areas here in the Midwest. Pork cutout values down 108 yesterday. Cash markets are firm as the heat continues. Hog weights continue to drift lower. Carcass weights are down some because of this heat. So we've got some support coming into the price value on the supply side. On the demand side, we've even got greater interest there as the continued talk that China is going to be in buying more pork from the U.S. because they need to try to control inflation in China, and that is a number one government goal there, and a major part of that inflation is coming from increased pork prices and food prices in China. So as you can see, we've got a lot of volatility ahead of us, a lot of things that are going to change market direction. Stay tuned with Allendale Research, and if you're out in Iowa next week, stop in and see us at Audubon, Iowa, or Ankeny, Iowa, and then we've got a meeting up in Fargo, North Dakota on Friday of next week. Call in, check out our website where all the details are located. If you can make those meetings, give us a call. Let us know you can be there. I'd love to see you because I'll be out there doing the presentation. So you can reach us here at 800-262-7538. We wish you a very successful trading day. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Thank you.